Hey, I learned by God. Eh, 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 eh. Before I get started, I want to talk about Psalm chapter 34, verse 18 through 22, where it speaks about God's closeness to the brokenhearted, delivering righteousness from troubles, promising redemption for his servants who trust in him. I also would like to say, when it comes to mental health, it's a hell of a drug. It really is. It really is. I can say echo. There's one thing that always echoed in me ever since I was like 12, 13. And it was just something as simple as, my brother's daddy, uh, the words, the blunt words that he said to my mama regarding his son, which is my brother. On that particular day, my brother, he was asleep. I don't think he was going nowhere. He was asleep. I happened to be just sitting at the table, with my mama and, his daddy. And they was arguing. I'm talking about they was arguing. They was arguing hard. I mean, it was deep. Eventually, towards the end, she basically told his behind to get the hell out of her house. So you will say, like, how could that be an echo in me by my brother's daddy arguing with our mama? And it basically was regarding him. But it's what he said, which I'm happy. I'm happy for my brother. He had his daddy there to defend him towards our mama. And my brother ain't gonna know nothing about this. My mama, she could probably deny it. I'm a 12-year-old sitting there. So I'm 12, 13, so my brother had to be like 6, 7. And like I say, it's just an echo ever since then, all the way to now. And if it means for me to just like rinse my hands to just get this stuff out of me, I'm gonna do what I have to do. Because like I say, man, the mental health is a hell of a drug, and it's not one of them bad things that's really effing with me. It's just like it's like a wow, like it was the truth. My brother's daddy sat at that table and smacked my mama with the truth. And the thing that really kills me is that my brother mentioned, not even regarding that, but he mentioned just basic conversation, just simply saying that, yeah, him and mama got a total different relationship than what me and my mama have. And as siblings, yeah, good, bad, that's just facts. That's the truth. You go have different relationships with your parents. Certain kids go have a higher personality, some go have lower. Some go be wild, some go be quiet, some go be shy. Them type of things go happen. But what's so special about this one was that my brother failed to realize that his relationship is totally different than what I have with my mama. I'm always gonna go back to that day and say, yeah, you had a daddy sitting there defending you. That's why y'all got a relationship. I strongly feel that, if you got the same stuff, the same abuse, that I got, it would have been totally different. I just strongly believe that. I do. His daddy simply said, "You not gonna be beating my son ass like you do Dion." Just imagine just sitting there as a 12-year-old and you hear your daddy, your son, your brothers, your daddy say that to our mama. And she ain't had nothing to say but get the hell out of her house. The truth just smacked her right in the damn face. Get the hell out my house. And like I say, I'll be lying to anybody if I say that didn't bother me from that moment, that I basically said, wow, here is somebody standing up to my mama in her own house, at her table, telling the truth, defending her son. But just imagine, just me, 12 years old, sitting there. I felt like nobody had my back. Nobody. But my brother, he had his daddy there to defend him. And just like that, child support, all that type of stuff started happening, It's just been bitter. Daddy ain't doing nothing but defending his son. Moving on. I know what I saw. Two people being together, messing around, child coming to the picture. Then just like that, they ain't together no more. And daddy seeing how the older child is being done. And he put his foot down. Like, nah, you ain't finna be doing that to my son. But I strongly felt like nobody had my back. Just sitting there. And I was happy. I was happy that somebody stood up to my mama. I really was. You ain't gonna be beating my son ass like you do Dion. Them words echo in my head, even to this day. And my mama was the main person that always try to say, well, you need to let stuff go. Don't be holding stuff in. No, I'm good. I'm living my life. I'm not going to forget about it. But I damn sure going to always remember. I remember the fact that, yeah. And then if you have my brother, because we ain't really had the greatest relationship, but if he's sitting there that particular day, years after that, it just randomly just say, hey, me and mama relationship is totally different. Yeah. You don't got no resentment towards our mama because she didn't abuse you like she did me. I didn't have a daddy standing up to her like you did. And I guarantee you, y'all relationship would have been totally different. But, hey, the grace of God, mama doing hair, working at Chrysler. You got a daddy in your life. And look at old poor little Dion. I had to deal with the angry, abusive mother that you didn't have to deal with. So, of course, y'all relationship gonna be way better, way different than what me and her have. I got the quiet, mean, relaxed face. She used to always tell me, like, hey, I don't know what your friend's talking about. I ain't mean. Even my friends saw it. Did mother do what she had to do? While I was on punishment, getting abused, getting my ass whooped. One talking to me. But I guess it's okay. Because nobody wants saying be a friend. But damn, can it be some type of relationship? But then you get older, you still don't get nothing. Yeah, things happen from teenage to 20s, a little bit of the 30s. I never really had a mama like that. Well, mama, yeah, she did what she had to do. roof over my head and all that, and I guess that's supposed to be it. It don't supposed to be no smiling, no talking, no nothing. Just fucking trauma. That's it. And then you get older and like, okay, that just supposed to, act like it never happened. Where's the happiness? Okay, we older now, all that happened. Okay, where's the talking at? Where's the communication at? Nothing ever transpired from that. So I get older. Now I'm speaking up, saying my stuff. So now you really go be having, yo guard up, I guess I can say, because nothing ever really changed from what I've seen. Yeah, the abuse stopped. Yeah, of course it was gonna stop. A person get older, but how you was verbally, what the communication, it never changed from teenagehood. I mean, from 12, 11 years old, nothing never changed. Never. Yeah, we only got one life. Yes, I love my mama. Through the abuse, through the punishments. The good thing was it kept me out of the streets, right? Because my black ass was always in the house on punishment, abused. I have my if it's not what my brother's daddy said, it was my cousin Lil Benny. He was always out in and out of jail, and he'll pop up, see him every blue moon, right? When he get out, he happened to come over one day, and just two words echoes in my head, and he just simply said, "Damn, Net." That's all he said was "Damn, Net." He come over. I don't even know where my brother was. He was asleep or whatever. He grabbed my wrist and he kind of like pulled it. And he came over with one of his friends, his female friends. She was looking all good and everything. And he was like, "What's up, D? Got to playing with me and stuff like he normally do." And that's when he noticed. He noticed it. All the bruises that was on my arms and body and everything. Cause I just had on just a regular t-shirt and my shorts. And he looked at it and said, "Damn, Net. I'm so embarrassed. I got my I'm like looking like that." And I look at the girl, and she got her leg, got her legs crossed, and she's shaking her legs and everything, and she just did just like this. I felt so embarrassed. I did. So what it could be, what did a person do to get abused? Is that what it is? A person had to do something. I was a normal child. Normal child. And then she can get mad and get to crying. "Oh, my mama didn't this. My mama was a drunk. She used to do this and do that." Okay. That could be her excuses, but damn, you had to do that to me? Because the damn show would have got done to Tony. It would have, but it didn't. Because he had a daddy that was there to defend him. So if it just means that I just got to get this out, just to talk about it. Because like I say, man, mental health is a hell of a drug, man. That's the reason why your relationship is way different than ours. Because you had a daddy there to defend you from an abusive mother. That, yes, she did what she had to do to raise the kids, but damn. Damn. So if my kids, right, like my oldest daughter, my two sons, was to sit there and say, "Yeah, Daddy, you ain't been in our life, this and that and that and this," I'm not going to be arguing with them. I'm going to sit there and take it because they ain't doing nothing but telling the truth. Not my mama. She going to sit back and just, like, "Oh, it was because of this. It was because of that. Oh, no, I didn't. You lying, this and that." The couple of times I kind of said a little something. I ain't go this deep with it. But those was the type of things that came out her mouth. I got no reason to lie. Never had a relationship with my mama. And I'm not finna force a damn thing. Sometimes it just ain't meant to be. I done said it plenty of times. But the main thing is just mental health getting these couple of echoes out of me. You're not gonna be beating my son ass like you do Dion. Must have felt good to have your daddy to be there for you and defend you. Yeah. Must have felt good. And yeah, we could get older and be like, well, you can live your life, you can let stuff go, you can forgive. I forgive. But at the same time, like, I'm supposed to forgive and just run over there and hold and hug mama, this and that and that and this. I cannot make nobody smile. I cannot make nobody happy. They know what the hell they did. Apologize about it. That could have been done. Was that going to change anything? I don't know. But we never got to that point to even be able to sit down. You try to go, times I had to move back in, right? Try to sit there and talk to mama. She just sitting there quiet. You steady try to beat on a horse that don't even want to talk. Don't want to say anything. But then you can look up and you just see all types of laughter and playing, with the younger brother and the mother. I don't got no choice but to accept it and respect it. So I'm going to do what I got to do for me. You get older, you be like, hey, man, it just sometimes ain't meant to be. Like, I know I'm not done with trying to be in my oldest kids, Deanna's life and Traquan's life, little Dion's life. I'm talking to little Dion. I'm doing a lot of stuff with my youngest daughter. Obviously, I'm older, way more mature. We could say we wasn't ready when we was younger to have kids. I don't got no problem. Yes, I was wrong because of this. I was wrong because of that. I can admit it. I was wrong. I can accept that. But if the next person can't sit back and be like, oh, I apologize or I was wrong for this, instead of coming up with damn excuses, just admit you was fucking wrong. That's just simple. Love your child. It's never too late. I'm doing what I got to do. It might be a slow turtle speed, but I'm doing what I got to do. God's closeness to the brokenhearted. And I ain't gonna lie, a line by God, I knew I wanted to just do something different. But God and me, we cool. It's like, I feel like it let my hand go. Like, yeah, I came out, did what I had to do, get closer to God. Through God and me, we cool. Yeah, I strongly feel it just let my hand go and say, hey, now it's time to get aligned by God. Talk more about certain things. I was raised that, the truth hurts. I'm glad it wasn't no BS when it came to a lot of stuff that was done to me or that was said to me. I'm happy. Because, it was the truth. It might have hurt it, but it was still the truth. But yeah, that's the main reason. Yeah, it could be a million reasons why, but that's the main reason. It's easy to be like, standoffish and not want to be near somebody if they're abusing you and doing you wrong, ain't even communicating with you. And if it was something going on, okay, this is what it was. I apologize. I wasn't ready. My mama did this. Hey, speak about it. But like I said, if a person can't, then what? You got no choice but to live your life. Then plenty of people has always said this. You and mama is just, even my brother, you and mama, y'all just alike. Yeah, she'll deny that, like, nah. Even when it's just having that together. Even being alike. Nah, I ain't, we couldn't even share that. So you just gotta move on, man, and do what you gotta do. My kids, I love y'all. Deanna, I love you. Traquan, I love you. Little Dion, I know we talk here and there. Just because, right? Just because you are the parent, and the way things are nowadays, even if it takes for the child to reach out. Little Dion, he texted me and called and this and that, and I guess I went on Facebook like that. Then you pop in and one time, a long time ago, Traquan or something about the medical card or something. I mean, insurance or something. And I was like, it was like a couple of years. I'm just not reading that message. But yeah, just because you're the parent and then you had a child, yeah, the child can reach out. I'm not going to be pushing nobody away. I don't got no problem with accepting how you feel. I'm sorry. I'm my bad. I apologize for not being in your life. I get it. Sometimes we as people is not going to understand certain things. But I do wish me and my mama had some type of relationship. Yeah, we could fall out about, food stamps at the time. And I'm the narrative of what was put out on that behalf, I just need to just really tell my side of the story of that. Because yes, it was sneakiness, it was wrongness, it was all type of stuff from both sides. But of course, since Dion ain't been around, just like everybody, including me, the numbers never changed. I could sit here and be like, yeah, Tony blew my phone up, my mama blew my phone up, and I didn't answer. I can admit that. But that never happened. They had my number just like I had their number. But when it comes to the top two people in my family, that people was basically able to say, hey, where's Dion at? Where's Dion? I don't know. We haven't heard from Dion. Then they spread that narrative that Dion just, we don't know where he at. They knew where I was at and they knew my number. They had my number just like I had their number. After a while, if you like get into it with somebody, then you don't come around, then you the problem. That's one thing about me. I'm not going to keep on being a bigger person. Regardless of who was wrong, it was always Dion that was calling or popping up to somebody's house. But as soon as Dion say, you know what, I'm going to do me, I ain't got time to be calling nobody, this and that and this, then what? Now, we don't know where Dion at. I don't know. He MIA. My number never changed. Just like y'all number never changed. But I'll be damned if I keep on blowing somebody's number up, if I keep on coming back, knocking on somebody's door, constantly being a bigger person. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell my side of the story. I know that's one thing my mama gave me, is that stubborn, strong strength that she has. But yeah, I do, I know the more and more I do these type of things, I'm definitely going to speak about the ones that bother me or just constantly be on my conscience, or just them key echoes in my life that be echoing in my head. It don't matter what it is. It ain't no such thing. It is a such thing, but there ain't no such thing as somebody holding it in. Just ain't gonna never forget. We all got scars on our bodies. We could be in a mirror. We could be in a shower, and you'll be washing your leg or your arm, or you'll be in a mirror washing your face, and you always go see that battle wound, that scar, where somebody cracked you in the head, scratch you, or that fight you had in high school, or this person did that. You don't think about it every day, but you're reminded by it every day. Why? Because you see it. Does that mean you holding it in? No, you ain't holding it in. It's just easy to be reminded by it. But I don't care. When it comes to me, I know I got my little issues, my problems. Like I'm always gonna keep saying that mental health is a hell of a drug. And I'm definitely gonna be taking my steps to better myself. Get all these little, whatever hell you want to call them. Get them out. And if it starts from the echoes and remembering this and talking about that, that's what I'm going to do. So, let's see. I'm still be talk about, family on the next one. But it's going to be more about, happiness. And who would think the happiest part about my childhood was being around my gay uncle? And would I be wrong by saying I love my uncle more than I love my mama? Yeah. Would I be wrong for saying that? My uncle taught gay uncle. I didn't care. That was the best times of my life. It got me away. It got me away. And I confided in my mama. Because she told me, oh, Michael is this, he that. He doing Ruth wrong, this and that. You can't trust him. And so I'm up here like, I'm going to side with my mama on this one. I ain't finna do this particular thing. I'm finna side with my mama. No, Uncle Michael can't be trusted. And then what she gonna do? She gonna tell my uncle that I said that. My uncle looked at me one day and, you said you didn't trust me. Like, I didn't say that. Yeah, you did. The look that my uncle gave me, my uncle never looked at me like that. So here I am trying to confide in my mama, mainly because of the stuff she put inside of me about that situation at the time. And I'm basically somewhat agreeing with her, like, this nigga in an ugly time of his life. So I'm not going to do this because I feel you, mama. I don't trust him. And she going to run her ass and tell my uncle that. And the disappointment, I still look at that. I still see that every day, all the time. That disappointment that he had. I felt like I lost my uncle. My gay uncle. I felt like I lost him. Trying to team up with my mama. Be cool with my mama. So we couldn't even have that. Couldn't even share that moment. What she put in me, then you go run and tell my uncle that. Mental health is a hell of a drug, man. I learned by God. Like I say, the next one I'm going to talk about my happy times with my gay uncle. Till next time.